Hello, welcome to a short video about preparing for your course selection interview for admission to the BSc Honours in Operating Department Practice at the University of Lancashire. So this is a very short video. We'll review admissions criteria, course design, participating in hospitals, studying at university, support available to you, and preparing for your interview, but also as well the process for after your interview. So these are the admissions criteria. So we ask for BBC at A level. There's various permutations at BTEC level, but one of them is distinction merit. Once again, there's various permutations in relation to the access course, but we ask for the equivalent of 112 UCAS points. We also require GCSE English and Maths grades 4 to 9 or functional skills 2 English and Maths. Even if you meet your academic conditions, acceptance is still conditional on a satisfactory medical review and also as well as satisfactory enhanced DBS disclosure. So this is the course design at the University of Lancashire. We use a building blocks approach in years 1, years 2 and years 3. I'm not going to go over the full range of modules and the content. If you want, you can ask me about that before the interview or after the interview. But all I'll say is one of the real advantages of the course at the University of Lancashire is that we've got a range of different assessments. So, for example, you're not always assessed using the traditional academic assignment. We have portfolios, oral vivas, professional discussions, professional exams, and poster presentations as well. So it's a range of assessments. We do, of course, have the traditional assignment, but we've got additional assessments that we use to assess your knowledge and underpin the knowledge. Those are the year 3 modules. So once again, that building blocks approach. So at the end of the course, if you're successful in completing the course and you have your degree awarded, graduates are eligible to apply to the Health and Care Professions Council for registration as an operating department practitioner. So these are our clinical placement hospitals. So we've got placements at Blackpool Teaching Hospitals, East Lancashire Hospitals, which is Blackburn and Burnley, Lancashire, which is Preston and Chorley, and Morecambe Bay, which is Lancaster. So at interview, we will ask you to identify 2 trusts where you might wish to be placed during the course. When you are in clinical practice, you receive support from mentors and practice educators or clinical supervisors. And on practice weeks, there's an expectation that you'd attend for 37.5 hours per week. That's generally over 4 to 5 days, and it could include weekend shifts, late shifts, night shifts, as well as day shifts. So studying at university, so it is semester based. We teach over 2 semesters. We teach between September to June. It's a modular approach, so much of the teaching is undertaken in classrooms, but we also undertake some teaching in skills labs and some teaching on Microsoft Teams also. We operate a block release course, so you might spend 4 to 6 weeks at university and then typically 4 to 6 weeks in clinical practice. Annual leave is preset, so our annual leave is over Christmas and Easter, and then the larger summer vacation period as well. So the support available for you at university. So I think the university provides really excellent support for our students. There's a range of pastoral support services. So for example, there's the student support services, but also as well as the student wellbeing service as well. There's also academic support as well. So there is a learn and development team, and they provide academic skills workshops as well as one-to-one review of a limited amount of words for assignments as well. There's also as well library training resources, and in each module as well, you'll have an identified module supervisor who'll be able to guide you through the assessment. There's financial support available for students as well. So ODP students are able to access the Learning Support Fund. That pays £5,000 per year, plus there's an additional payment for children, and you may be able to claim travel expenses as well. So preparing for your interview. So if you are able to, you can attend a campus open day to meet the course team. So we've got open days currently in October, November, June and August as well. You'll receive some information about the course provided to you by admissions. So it's really important to read that information, and I'll inform you about why in a couple of bullet points' time. Interviews are held over Microsoft Teams, and you'll receive a 30-minute interview slot via email. And that generally arrives in your inbox between 3 and 5 days prior to the interview date that you've chosen. So please prepare for your interview as if it was an interview for a job. So what we recommend is be aware of the roles the ODP undertakes. Be aware of transferable skills that you might have. So, for example, transferable skills in relation to communication, leadership, demonstrating resilience, or skills that you've developed in relation to your academic journey. Going back up to the information provided to you by admissions, please open the hyperlinks within that information. There are several hyperlinks there, and there's information within those hyperlinks which we use to ask you questions for the interview. We always like to be asked questions as well, so you can choose to ask questions about the course, or if you want to ask us questions about our career as an operating department practitioner, then please do so. I think the most important thing is be yourself as much as you can. Try to enjoy the experience. So after your interview, if you're successful, the decision will be uploaded to your UCAS account. You've then got that opportunity to join us at an offer holder day. So, for example, if you've been interviewed in the autumn, winter, or early spring, you've got an opportunity to attend an offer holder day in March or April. And I'd recommend that you attend that offer holder day because we can talk about the course in more detail, and hopefully there'll be existing students at those offer holder days so you can gauge their experience of the course. If you accept an offer, the university will require you to complete your DBS declaration and occupational health assessment prior to enrolling. So we'd ask you to keep an eye on that as well. So that will be sent to you in late May, early June, just so that you can get a head start in relation to completing your DBS declaration as well as your occupational health assessment. You'll also receive information about asking you to enrol. So it's really important to check your spam or your junk inbox as well to make sure that any important emails haven't landed there. When you have enrolled, I'll look for your student account, I'll look for your student email address, and then I'll join you to the course Microsoft team with your student university email address, and we're able to talk to each other and answer any questions even before the course starts. So that's the end of this short video. I hope it's been informative. If you've got any questions, you can email me, guymcclelland@gmcclelland@lancashire.ac.uk, or if you prefer, you can ask them before the interview or after your interview. Okay, thank you for listening to this short video.